Hello and welcome to the Scanbot SDK YouTube channel. Today we will show you how you can easily integrate our Scanbot Barcode Scanner SDK into an Android app by following our step-by-step integration guide. We have already created an Android Studio project with a really simple app in advance, and you can see it here running on the emulator. Let's have a quick look at the structure of the project first. We have a main activity with just a set content view called inside the onCreate method. In the layout we have a text view and a button. We want to integrate the Scanbot SDK here and let our users scan a barcode when clicking the button. The best way to start with the integration is to follow our documentation for the corresponding platform. You can find this at docs.scanbot.io and then follow the steps on the Getting Started page. For Android SDKs, the first step is to add our Maven repositories to the corresponding section in the settings.gradle file on the top level of the Android project. Let's do that now. First, we open our settings.gradle file, then add the repositories to the dependency resolution management section and sync the project. Now we can add the dependency to the SDK itself. I just copy and paste it to the build.gradle file in the app module of the project. It's important always to use the latest version of the Scanbot SDK, so I will define a variable with the SDK version. We can find the latest release in the changelog. The latest version is 3.3.0, so I will define the variable this way. Now we sync again. Alright, let's get back to the integration guide. On the latest Android versions, it's not necessary to enable multi-dex manually. Also, the default supported architectures are fine for now. We only need to tune our android.manifest file to allow our app to use the camera. Let's do it now. Make sure to put it outside of the application tag. Now the project is ready to use the SDK. When used in production, the Scanbot SDK requires a license to run. You may obtain a trial license by following the link in the docs or on our website. You can try the SDK's features without a license key for 60 seconds per session. For simplicity, we will do just that in this video. To use the Scanbot SDK's features, the SDK itself should be initialized first. The recommended way to initialize the SDK is to do it in the onCreate method of the application subclass. Let me do the same in our app. Here is the My Application class. I need to override the onCreate method first. Now I'll copy and paste the initialization call. If you already have a trial license, you should put it here. But for now, I will just comment it out. We are now ready to start the scanning screen. In the production app, it's recommended to also implement license error handlers, but for our app, we will skip this. Our SDK contains different types of UI components. In this video, we will use ready-to-use UI components. These are basically activities providing the scanning feature out of the box. To use ready-to-use UI components, we will have to add one more dependency to the build.gradle file. Let me quickly add it next to the existing one. The version of the SDK should match. Now, I sync the project once again and close the redundant windows. The next step is that I can use the barcode scanner activity in the code of the app. We will use the new Android X Result API to process the result of the scanning. First, I need to register my activity to the result of the scanning. Let me quickly create the method present result. We will implement it in a moment. As I want to start the scanning with a click of a button, I also need to implement an on-click listener. We will add some imports again. I don't really need these configurations for now. We just need the ID of the button and assign a click listener to it. I will try to run the app and see what it looks like. Let's click run. We will need to open our emulator. Here it is. I press the button and now I need to allow the camera to be used. The barcode was picked up too quickly. The result is not shown anywhere, so we need to implement our process result method now. For that, I would need my text view ID. I will add this here. Now I will assign the text to it so that I can obtain it from the result object. Now I need a variable, let's say text to present, and from the nullable result I need to take the first barcode text, even though there might be a list of barcodes available, but for now we only need the first one and only the text. Then here, you need to assign it to the text view. Let's do a small refactoring for clarity. Perfect, this looks better now. We may also want to show the barcode format next to the value. Let me implement it quickly. Looks good. We can run it now. Here is my emulator. I start the scanner again, and now we can see the result of the scanning above the button. Yeah, it's definitely a QR code. Ready-to-use UI components can actually be configured via the configuration object. Not only the behavior, but also the visual part. For example, let's paint the top bar red and run it again. The top bar is now red. It works. Let's say you only want to scan data matrix codes. This can be done by setting the barcode's format filter. You need an array list here. Let's run it again. Click the Scan Barcode button. You will see that the QR code is no longer scanning, but the data matrix is. Oh, it was too quick, but it worked. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye for now.